This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
It's Monday. Do you need some Monday motivation? The Shop Local for Good News team is here. I'm Karena Morrison, and we're bringing you the good news stories of our neighbors doing good in our neighborhoods.
You can find us on Facebook Live on the Shop Local for Good page, and we're looking forward to your calls.
Let's get this Shop Local for Good News conversation started, shall we? And happy Monday, Tampa Bay. This is Karena Morrison, and I am with Shop Local for Good News. We are really, really excited. We had a phenomenal weekend. Thanks to everybody that came out for Rocking 600 Block. That's hashtag Rocking 600 Block for this past Friday's Blast Friday in downtown Clearwater. We had well over 1,000 of our neighbors that joined the 600 block, that took a tour and shopped local for good, right, Lorena? Yeah. They came into, we had lots of visitors in the MarketSpace For Good. The MarketSpace For Good is our entrepreneur incubator, and that's where we showcase I think we're over 20 local entrepreneurs, artists, artisans, authors, and just family-owned businesses that the Shop Local for Good team is working with. We are hashtag more than a shelf. So basically, we encourage our neighbors to come in and shop local with the families that are teaming up with us on growing the community. And then we work with their businesses online and trying to bring more awareness of their products. If you are on Facebook right now, go to the Shop Local for Good Facebook page, because we are live on the Facebook page. And you'll be able to see a few of the products that we were showcasing at Blast Friday. We are completely honored to be partnered with the Ruth Eckerd Hall Experience team on the Blast Friday events. Those are the last Friday of each month from January to May. Ruth Eckerd Hall Experience brings in phenomenal entertainment, and their team sets up the 600, 500, and 400 block for Shop Local for Good team is managing the vendors and the food on the 600 block. And then there's another vendor management company that does 5 and 400. So we're just honored to bring awareness and a whole lot of fun in shopping. We had a foodie showcase too. We had Thai sushi sports bar. Peter was out there making fresh hand-rolled sushi rolls. My daughter's drooling. She's like, Mom, I'm hungry. It's breakfast. And then we had Oh My Euros. We love those guys. They're very positive. And then we had the B&R barbecue hot dog truck too. So we're looking to add more food to the block. We also had our foodie vendors out there. We had DJ's Homemade Salsa. We had Aunt Nisi's Specialty Foods with her fruit butters and savories. And then it was such a pleasure to get to meet Big Mama Donna. I grabbed some of this garlic lemon pepper seasoning, and now I'm kicking myself that I didn't get to, because if you're on Facebook Live, you can see I've already used quite a bit of it. It's good stuff. And then we had crafters out there too. We had Boom Boom Crafts. She handcrafts these bags, and I've got an idea, but I want to run it past her before I announce it on the radio and Facebook Live. And then she has these really cool scrubbies that you can use for, she hand crochets them, and you can use them for your face or your dishes or whatever. And I wish we had a Philo Vision or Philo Radio or whatever. They're really, really nice. And she uses a yarn that won't scratch your pots. Anyway, so Failing forward. What does failing forward mean? That's the name of the show. And it's something that hit me this weekend because, and you're going to have to stick with me here. In January, Blast Friday was popsicle wet. I mean, it was freezing out there. And, God bless the vendors that were out there. They were huddled and if you're a market vendor, you understand that you're at the mercy of the weather. And when it's cold, people are just rushing by to get to wherever it's warmer. Last Friday's weather was just phenomenally beautiful. And so people were coming away from the main stage and they were touring. And man, once again, shout out to Downtown Clearwater and the Clearwater CRA team. We had 3 bands and they were phenomenal. We had 3 bands on the block. We had one at Garden in Cleveland Street, and they were in town for the Sea Blues Festival. And so they were contracted to play Friday night before, and Blast Friday fell on that night. So we were totally blessed with some really, really cool blues bands. So we had one band at Cleveland and Garden. We had one band inside the Station Square City Park, the Easy Street Band. They were fantastic. And then we had another band at East Street. And we got a guest on the show. Hi, Gabby. How are you this morning?
Oh, good morning. I'm doing great.
Oh, my goodness. I was just talking about Blast Friday and how gorgeous the weather was and how awesome it was that the city of Clearwater packed our block with 3 bands to play for us.
I know, and the bands were awesome. The people were great. I mean, the whole street was just full, rocking with people. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was great. And then we had lots of foodie shopping. And for those of you that are telling us that you can't hear us, we're working on it. And our plug for the audio is not working on the Facebook Live, so we're working on that. Okay, keep going. So yeah, and then we had the foodie showcase with all the food vendors, and I was just telling people about Big Mama Donna's spices that I've just been putting on everything. It was really good.
Yeah.
So how are you this morning?
Been up for a while. I'm just really pumped this morning. Just a lot of exciting things happening for my business, my team, myself. Oh my gosh. It's just, I feel totally blessed. That's all I can say. I don't know how else to say it. You know, when you're excited, like a kid, like ready to go to the Disney or something like that. That's how I felt when I couldn't sleep anymore. I was like, all right, I'm up. And I'm the type of person that likes to sleep till after 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Well, especially when you and I are messaging until 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
See, that's what people don't understand about entrepreneurs. There is no 9 to 5.
No. We pick our own hours and what works best for us, which I love it. Okay. I hate to be on that schedule.
Right. So today's topic is failing forward with question mark. And what I wanted to get to, and I'm glad you called in because you were there on Friday. You're my witness. Okay. And you were there in January too. So we had a group of vendors on 600 block, and there was a range of reaction of how many people traveled through, and you would say that there was well over 1,000 people that walked that block on Friday.
This past Friday, yes, well over.
I mean, they were going up one side and down the other. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, some people, some vendors, they maybe their expectations were too high or whatever. They were kind of concerned about the traffic. Meanwhile, us old schoolers were like, hello, there are people. This is cool. So when I'm talking about failing forward or even having a good attitude, when you're out in the public, especially when you're showcasing your products, and you're throwing off negative vibes, people won't come up to your booth.
Oh, no, they won't.
No.
It's like they want to see somebody happy and smiling to come talk to. Whether they're interested in what's on your table or not at that point, they see you.
Yeah.
And say, oh, I need to stop here. I need to talk to her. Just to talk. I had one gentleman come up to me. He said, I seen you smiling clear down the road. He says, I had to come over here and say hi.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm with him. Everybody loves Gabby. Well, here's the thing. This is why, Gabby, because your smile is more than I'm going to gush on Gabby for a while because I love this woman. Well, because you truly care. And I'm going to tell you that authenticity is 99.9% of your success in the entrepreneurial world. 99.9%. And you authentically care. And people, I've seen her, she doesn't stop working. She and I are like two peas in a pod. So even though you were doing the event, and thank you so much for helping, because give you guys a little bit of insight. Gabby's also on the Shop Local for Good team. She helps us with market management. So if Gabby's out there, even though she's multitasking is what she's doing. She's showcasing the Phenomenal It Works products, running the Keto Coffee Bar. That's also a fundraiser this month, by the way, for the Benevolution Foundation. And she was helping with the market management. So thank you for being a rock star. Appreciate you.
Oh, well, I love what I do, so I don't mind. This to me is a passion. So to me, it's not work. I love being out there belly to belly with people, helping people. It's just what I love to do. And I guess it just comes naturally, I guess, for you to feel or see how excited I am with what I do is I don't know. I guess it's the vibe you send off to people, because if you're not happy with your life, people see it right away. And there was a time I was not, and now things have totally changed, went full circle. And I'm so happy, Karena, that we met, because you have rocked my world. So,
oh, thanks. And we kind of both had the same sort of not similar, because bless your heart, I don't know. You experienced a tragedy in your life, and I'm just so in awe of how you've come through that. So, but you also left the corporate world, and see, I got to the point where I was really good. I'm trying to be humble, because I was telling Gabby the other day, I can write up a resume for a friend in a heartbeat, because I love bragging about my friends. But when it comes to, tooting my horn, it just doesn't come natural to me. So just stick with me for a moment. I was really good at what I did. I was a grassroots organizer, and I'm much like you. I like being out in the public. I absolutely feed off of getting to talk to new people and finding out their story and that kind of thing. And I was good at what I did. It's just what I did wasn't good for me. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. I totally understand.
So, and whenever I get involved in something, I am like 120% person. Now, especially with Shop Local for Good, because it's my concept that I started. And for those that don't really know what Shop Local for Good is about, basically, over the past few decades, I've always been a fan of shopping locally with the locally owned small businesses in our community, because I love people. So I got to know the owners, and I know many, 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 many dozens of small business owners. And I'm also an observer of life and watching how much they struggle with so many millions of people that live in the Tampa Bay area. And it always hit me hard that the parking lots of the big box stores were always overflowing. Meanwhile, across the street, the mom and pop shop was closing. And it was it was hurting my heart dearly.
Sure. It's sad to see that, because I had my own business at one time. It was a family business. It would open for over 50 years, started with my grandfather.
Right.
And I know how much we struggled, I mean, yes, it was a good business. Don't get me wrong. That's why it stayed open. But you have the bigger corporate businesses out there that people seem to run to first. And they forget about the little guys that are trying to make it for their families.
Well, for example, I think we were talking about this on Saturday. By the way, everybody, we have a Saturday market. Gabby's out there with the Keto Coffee Bar and her collagen work samples, and soon to be, hopefully. Did you get any of that hydrate yet?
Not yet. I'm ordering that today.
Okay, I ordered it, so I might get it before you. Hey, y'all.
You probably will.
The hydrate.
No, I ended up going. I'm waiting on my K-Cups, our new keto K-Cups, the salted caramel.
Yeah.
I've got those ordered, and I've already got the chocolate green samples.
Yeah, we have those at the MarketSpace For Good. The MarketSpace For Good is at 628 Cleveland Street, Suite 11. You have to come into the Station Square Creative Suites. And Lorena's there Tuesday through Sunday, managing the MarketSpace For Good. We open at 11 a.m. Anyway, going back to the hydrate, that's going to be huge. And I've got an idea. So if anybody out there is a bar owner or a bartender, even if you know a lot of bartenders, you need to connect with me before the end of February, because I have a time sensitive deal that I want to offer you. And I'm talking about starting your own business for only $20.
Yeah, it's an awesome deal. And then getting the hydrate out there. Oh my gosh. And that's just one of the many products we have. But right now, that's going to be a big one.
Yeah. Well, and the concept would be, you're going to be helping your customers. If you work in the bar industry or the hospitality industry, there is the issue of dehydration after you've imbibed. And if you can help your customers not feel like crap the next day, you're going to be their hero. That's all I'm going to say.
That, and even shout out to any of the gyms out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they can use this too, just as much. I mean, we're talking something that's going to hydrate you with no sugar. Most of your drinks have so much sugar in it.
Oh man, it's going to be phenomenal, especially with all our keto friends.
Yep, exactly.
Well, I'm just, oh my gosh, you can't lose your thoughts when you're on radio, especially live radio. Okay, so we do have something special coming up. So you're going to want to save the date. The last night in February, March. February is almost over. The last Friday in March, you want to save the date, because not only are we going to be rocking the 600 block, we're also going to be rocking the 600 block. We're going to have an additional opportunity out there. So if you're interested in connecting with some local leaders with It Works, that's all I'm going to say for now, because I haven't really nailed down all the details. Gabby and I have been brainstorming, but it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So we definitely want them to save the last Friday in March.
Yeah, it's going to be great. If it's this past Friday was awesome. So I can just imagine what this next Friday is going to hold.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So that's, I believe that's March 29th. And they've got the Rippingtons are coming. They'll be on the main stage. And I was just thanking Ruth Eckerd Hall and the Downtown Clearwater CRA, the city of Clearwater, for giving us those, for showcasing 3 bands on 600 block. It was fantastic.
I know. It was great. Those bands were really good too.
They were. And then, we want to give a shout out to Vector Bar and Arcade, because what they do is they bring a couple of their pinball machines out onto Cleveland Street, and it's free play. And then M&M video games, they they had a Super Nintendo out there. Did you see that?
I did see that.
With Mario Brothers. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm flashing back 30 years. That is so cool.
Right? I know.
It's so cool. That music, you just hear that music and you like must play video games. So what are you up to today? We've got the last week in February. We got to rock this out.
I know. We only have a few more days to get whoever is wanting to start a new business for only $20. I mean, a couple of days left for that, and then we start on a new month. And with these new products out there and what you get for joining us, our team, for $20 is amazing. And then make that extra money. I mean, who wouldn't want to make anywhere from $200 to $500? Let's start off small. $200 to $500 extra a month. Yeah. Whether you use that towards bills, pay off school loans, or just be able to go out to eat with your family.
No kidding, because that's not cheap.
No, it's not. And to just be able to do those small things with that extra income just is amazing. And that's how I started this business, just looking at anywhere from $200 to $500 a month. Big promotions coming up this month. Matter of fact, today I will get the notification of status, but I've moved up. I know I've moved up to rank, and I know a lot of you don't understand that, but we have different levels. And when you hit certain ranks, you make tons more money, of course. This is all I do. So I am here to teach anybody that wants to learn how to run their own business, have their own time, make a little extra money, maybe make a lot of extra money. I'm here to show you how to do it and be able to enjoy life and the things that are out there that a lot of us struggle with.
Well, you know what I love about it? Because the products, and I've already mentioned this several times, I wouldn't be talking so much about products I didn't believe in. And
right.
I mean, my grandmother, just giving you a little bit of personal history. My family had to move my grandmother in, who's 99, into my home, and she wasn't in good health at all. And I've just been switching things over, slowly with her because she's actually in hospice care. And
right.
They were feeding her that, I'm going to use the word nutritional very loosely, drink, and she loves chocolate. And I can't stand those nutritional drinks. And so I switched her to the dark chocolate greens, the chocolate greens with an organic milk instead. And I'll be doggone, she has gone from not wanting to eat, not wanting to get out of bed, being in a whole lot of pain, to she escaped her bed the 2 nights ago. And
oh my God.
Yeah, I'm like, holy cow. So yeah, Granny's mobile. So yeah,
but that's awesome. I mean, the greens is what got me started in this business. Me going through the depression I was going through, I mean, they totally helped me get through it.
Well, and what we need to clarify on here, because it alkalizes your body, it balances it, it detoxifies. I honestly believe whatever was going through my grandmother's system was toxic.
Right.
I mean, because when you don't feel good, of course you don't want to eat. And then if you don't eat, then you have no strength to do anything. And it's like a complete turnaround. And she's 99 years old, Gabby.
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome.
Right. And I know what happened last year. I mean, like right before the Macaroni and Cheese Festival, and then we had launched the MarketSpace For Good, and Gabby's just such a dear friend and not pushy at all. I mean, we'd known each other for 1.5 years before I reached back out to you. I'm like,
I know.
I need that keto coffee like now. And so, and then I just got it because I'm really huge on natural based. I don't like,
right.
other stuff. And so I got it as a customer, and then, my daughter signed up as a distributor because it was such a good deal. But man, the $20 deal is a better deal.
I know. I know, and it's only going to last to the last day of this month. I'm pretty sure they're not going to extend it.
Right.
And we only have so many coupon codes, too, to get that $20 deal.
Right.
So, yeah, if you're wanting in, you need to do it now.
Okay, so the side benefit, because I joined as a customer, you can join as a customer, too. I did it because I wanted to see how the products worked. And the side benefit of me drinking a cup of keto coffee with the greens in it every morning is, well, my pants were falling off. And then I ran out of holes on my belt. Then I complained probably a little too much to Gabby. And so she bought me a couple of belts for Christmas. Thank you for my presents. And I'm working on fortunately, see, this is how smart she is. She bought belts with holes that go all the way around. So I'm not going to need new belts for a while, but I have moved another notch, by the way, Gabby.
Oh, how great that. Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah, my cousin came down from Ohio and to visit with my granny, and she walked in the door and she goes, yeah, okay, what are you doing and how do I do it? And I'm like, it's coffee. She goes, I drink coffee all the time. Yes, you do. Like, you got to drink the right kind of coffee.
Right.
So, and for me, I'm not even on the keto diet. That was funny when those ladies came up to you at Blast Friday and I was standing there and like, I'm not even on the keto diet. And then that one lady was like, I am. I'm like, well, then you get double bonus. So.
Right.
Well, and here's the thing too. As an entrepreneur, once again, going back to failing forward, you have to have mental clarity. If you don't have mental clarity, you're going to do a whole lot of failing. You just got to keep failing forward. And you're still going, and I hate that word fail, Gabby. I really do.
Oh, I know.
So
nobody wants to fail.
No, and see, that's the mental barrier, I believe, to a lot of the vendors that we work with, a lot of the in the community, they have a few bad markets, and it does happen. And then they're like, oh, well, that'll never work. And I'm like, okay, if you had a brick and mortar store and you only were open for a month, you know what I mean?
Right.
So going back to failing forward, we launched the Saturday market back in November, and we get new people in there every week. And now it's not the 1,000 people that we're walking through on Blast Friday, but come on, give me a break. We had 3 bands on the block. I can't. Well, as soon as I win the lottery, we'll have a band at the Saturday market. So there are lessons to be learned, because the dozens of people that do come through the Saturday market are there because they're truly curious. And I like to talk to those people because they're coming down, and when the weather's beautiful, they have time to talk to you. They're not rushing from one band to the next. So the Saturday market, anyone else, I think, would have probably shut it down by now. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, but you know what? You've got to have that determination, that love for what you do. And in the end, it makes it all work.
Right.
I mean,
I'm not quitting. No, I'm not quitting.
No, and you better not, because look what's happened so far.
Yeah.
4 months in, and look how much it's already grown.
True.
From the first day we had that Saturday market to now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It has
and
grown a lot.
We got local produce from EJ's Urban Farmstead. Y'all need to come. You need to come out and buy some produce, because Gabby and I can eat a whole lot of collard greens, and I have no problem with it. But I really want to spread the organic, freshly picked collard green love amongst the community, because they're good.
Oh, I had my collards last night. They were so good.
They're really good. And
then what about the eggs?
Oh,
freshest eggs I've ever, other than the ones I used to get back in the day out of the backyard. But yeah, these are comparable, very comparable.
Well, and what I did was some of the other produce, because I had daikon radish and flat leaf parsley and everything. And I spent yesterday afternoon cutting up everything and putting them in mason jars that I had left over from Florida Paleo guy. Shout out to Mark. And then I made like salad mixes for the week. So,
oh, nice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're going to be fantastic. So
nice.
Yeah. And I just love it because we're supporting a local farming family.
Yes.
I mean, that's where I find my joy. So when I say feeling forward, what I want people to understand too is I feel really responsible for all of the families who have trusted the Shop Local for Good team to grow their business. So when you come in and visit the MarketSpace for Good and say you buy Aunt Nisi's fruit butter or DJ's homemade salsa or a shower steamer from Aramel Apothecary or a beautiful necklace from Madhouse Mindworks, you're seeing where I'm going with this, or a hand-rolled cigar to enjoy, with your Numa Nursery tea. Do cigars and teas go together? Sure, why not? When you buy or a cigar with your good book, because we have an entire local author showcase in there. There's when you do that, I will tell you 100%. My daughter is going to call me and tell me that she just had somebody come in. The other day I had so many calls. I'm like, I am a happy camper, and then if she doesn't dance while you're standing in front of her, well, once she leaves, she does a little dance, don't you, Lorena? She's rolling her eyes. Thanks, Mom. Thank you. You told on me. So yeah. So and Gabby has the sample packets there. So you put together some sample packets for people that want to try.
Yes, I did. So they can stop by. And then also, Lorena can mix them up a cup of coffee if they like.
Yes, we do want to mention that because that's February. That's ending in February too.
That's right.
Gabby is hashtag one of our Business for Good members. She just does everything. She also, full disclosure, serves on the board of directors of the Benevolution Foundation, which is our nonprofit incubator in the community. We currently what we do is we assist local nonprofits in things like helping them find, phenomenal board members, helping them figure out unique and creative ways to raise money, including them in our festivals so that they can, connect with the community and build their volunteer base and raise money. So that's what the Benevolution Foundation is about. And what Gabby offered to do is for a dollar of each cup of keto coffee is donated to the Benevolution Foundation. So that is what's happening. And so the keto coffee bar, and that's in February, because we need deadlines in our life. So so you're going to want to come out to the MarketSpace for Good this week. Now we're closed on Mondays because my family has to have one day a week to get all of our paperwork done. And but we are open Tuesday through Sunday. Now we do have a Saturday market coming up. I believe is March 2nd. So we want to see lots of our Tampa Bay friends and family to come through. Now it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and that's in downtown Clearwater. We are the only open air farmers market and indoor showcase on Saturdays in downtown Clearwater. And Gabby will be there. You'll get to see her smiling face from halfway down the block.
Yes, I'll be there.
And we'll have we have free parking in the Laura Street parking garage. And so yeah, come on out. And then you can wander into the MarketSpace For Good and see about all the local shopping inside too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you can talk to Gabby about if you're interested in the business, you definitely, and you want to talk to her a little bit more about that. She's available for that too. She's also available on It Works, Gabby Go Green. That's It Works, Gabby Go Green. Gabby, when I want you to put your business page in on the Shop Local for Good Facebook Live video too, so that people can click on it and go to your page. You can send her a message there. And I'm telling you, if you want to be on Gabby's team, because not only is she a hard worker, she truly cares, and she will help you grow in your community. Not to mention, we've got big plans for a lot of fun.
Yes, we do. And thank you so much for that, Karena.
You're welcome. It's going to be a blast. Get it? Get it? Get it? It's going to be a blast.
Get it. I got it.
So what are some of the things they get? Because Farrah was talking about the sample kit. She highly recommends the sample kit. Now, this is only $20, you guys, to start your business. $20. And then you get a website for free for 30 days. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct. And then after that, it's only $20 a month for a website, for your website, which is like almost free.
Yeah. You don't have to pay somebody to manage it. When new products come out, they automatically are uploaded. All you need to do is share your link.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And I mean, I would think most business people, and if you don't know, when you have a website and have to constantly make sure it's upgraded and up to date, and what you pay out for that service is a lot.
Well, or even time.
Yeah,
because I manage the Shop Local for Good news website and the shoplocalforgood.com website.
Right. And that's a lot.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's a lot. And here it's all done for you.
Right.
So you have an automatic website for your customers to go to be able to order. And then they have where they log in and they can see their whole account and do any kind of change up they want to. And of course, there's many of them I help myself, help them do it for them. So either way, but it does make life easy, and it gets directly delivered to your home.
Right. I do want to apologize to our Facebook Live viewers because the cord, we had some technical difficulty because we try to plug directly into the phone so you can hear through the microphone, and we're having difficulty, so we just pulled that out. We will be uploading the show to our YouTube channel, so all our Facebook Live people, thank you for contacting us and sending us messages. We appreciate you. But our show will be up on our YouTube channel on Shop Local for Good, and it is live on the Tan Talk Radio Network, their YouTube channel too. So thanks for sticking with us. We appreciate you. Going back to the business opportunity. So what is in the sample pack? I'm putting you on the spot. I know it's early.
Okay. Yeah, there is 4 different options they have.
Right.
One is our multi-sample pack, which has a couple of the keto coffees, the berry greens. I'm trying to remember what else. I think the keto energy is in that.
Yeah. And then it has a wrap and then some defining gel.
Yeah. Right. So that's one of the options you have. The other option is you can get 2 bags of keto coffee with your membership, with joining the business.
For $20? Man.
For $20.
Holy cow. That's great.
Right?
Yeah.
That is an awesome deal. And then, of course, we have our wrap pack where you get 4 wraps in the defining gel.
Right. Now, I want to go back. I want to go back on those wraps real quick. Just in case somebody didn't hear when I was talking to someone the other day. It Works has actually gone from those wraps were only available in spas and doctor's offices, according to a friend of mine, about 20 years ago. So, I mean, that's the level of products you're getting into the public.
Right.
So that's
And they've been upgraded since then.
right.
And they're all botanicals and natural, so you're not putting anything in your skin. Nothing else. You're depleting the toxins in your skin.
Yeah, they're detoxifiers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, I mean, we're exposed to toxic. Even if you're eating organic, healthy, everything, you walk out the door of your house, even in your house, unless you're over the top, you're being exposed to toxins every day. So those wraps are a big deal.
They are. And I just did a little bit of learning on those because I have a friend of mine who has RLS, which is restless leg syndrome.
Yeah.
And I was doing some reading that, now I can't 100% guarantee these, but I've heard it's helped a lot of people with that issue by using the defining gel and the wraps on their legs.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, all these new named ailments that weren't around when we were kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's our world, our bodies have been exposed to so much more chemicals, and people are moving away, or I think they're moving back to eating more whole foods, which I highly recommend. But you know, the processed foods, they're just out there.
The processed foods and sugar are like
sugar.
one of our worst enemies.
Yeah, especially the sugar.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
okay, so you got the wrap kit, and then there's the other one that has the collagen and the hair, skin, and nails, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you have a story about the hair, skin, and nails. You want to tell that?
The hair, skin, and nails, what it's done for my hair. Oh my gosh. Well, I was doing the collagen alone, which was helping a lot. And then I added the hair, skin, and nails because I don't know about a lot of you women, but I was going through menopause. And when you go through menopause, your hair thins out and falls out like crazy. I thought I was going to go bald. So I started the both of them together being, you know, I mean, I know the hair, skin, and nails work alone by themselves.
Right.
But then add the collagen, which of course helps many other things on top of that. But my hair doesn't fall out anymore. I'm not finding it all in my brush in my shower all over the house.
Great. That's awesome.
Oh, and my hair is just feeling so much thicker and more manageable. I love it. I love it. What this has done for me. And I've seen, I know what, a friend of mine has a friend that he's a distributor, and he ended up buying hair, skin, and nails for his friend because his friend couldn't believe he's bald. Okay.
Right.
He might have a little bit of hair around the edges, but he's pretty much bald. He told us that this stuff isn't going to work. So the distributor, my friend, ended up buying him hair, skin, and nails. He's been taking it for 30 days, and he's like, oh my gosh, I have like a Brillo pad on my head now.
Oh, that is awesome.
His hair is coming back. Yeah.
So guys, you know, come on. If you're concerned about that, just try it. Here's what, okay. And here's the thing too, that I want to be really clear on. These are all plant-based products. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you look at the packagings, especially, the keto coffee, it's non-GMO for those out there that are concerned about that. I know I am. And, soy free, which is a big deal for me. Don't get me started on the soy products. And then, it's got especially the keto coffee has the grass-fed butter. I was explaining to somebody that's in the medical field last night about the keto coffee. And he's like, oh yeah, because he's like, I need the sugar. And I said, well, here's the thing. You can add sugar to it. But it has the grass-fed butter and the MCT oils and the collagen in it that provide my brain with the energy that it needs to stay mentally focused. And even without losing the weight, I'd still be on this coffee, because if I'm not mentally focused, there's Shop Local for Good doesn't run.
Right. Oh, believe me, I'm so addicted to the keto coffee, and that's only because of I'm a coffee lover, okay?
Right.
So, yes, I drank my coffee in the morning thinking, like most of us, oh, that wakes me up. The only way I can get going in the morning, which it did, but not to the extreme this keto coffee does.
Right.
This keto coffee is just a whole nother level of energy and focus. And that's why I'm probably so addicted to it, because it's just given me that I never had before in the morning like I do now.
Right. And I mean, I've gone from a pot a day to maybe a couple of cups of coffee. And only one of them with the keto in it. Now, we figured out something too. Well, I figured it out. You already knew. We had a visitor that couldn't do caffeine. And what I'm so glad I learned from you is that it works as the creamer. So you can make your decaffeinated coffee and then add the keto creamer to your coffee.
It has everything that the keto coffee, but the coffee.
That's amazing. So
it has all the good stuff, and you can sprinkle it on your vegetables and stuff if you wanted to.
Right.
It's that good.
That is cool. So I'm definitely gonna have to order that. Okay, so let's just we got a few minutes left. Let's recap. So the $20 deal that is ending the end of February. Gabby has a couple of codes left. Lorena and I have a few left each. So if you are if you're just thinking about being a part of a pretty exciting team, I'm going to tell you right now, there is no business on this planet that you can start for $20 other than this one right now.
Yep, this is true.
There isn't. And with Fair and Tammy and you and oh my gosh, Natalie's just rocking it. And then what we've got planned in March for team gets-togethers and stuff, you guys need to get in now, really. And then
come have some fun with us and make some extra money and just have a good time and helping people.
Right. Also, there's Tuesday night. Is that Tuesday night that we're meeting up in Tarpon Springs?
I'm not sure on that.
Okay, so
I'll have to get back with you on that one.
That's fine. Go to It Works Gabby Go Green. That's It Works Gabby Go Green on Facebook, and connect with Gabby there. Send her page a message, and she'll look that up, because we are having a team gathering, and if you're interested, you could be Gabby or I or Lorena's guest. Connect with us. Come out and meet the team. We are a fun crew. We are definitely a fun crew. And even if you're, interested in learning more about the products, you're not sure, you don't have a $20 bill on you. Who doesn't have a 20? Okay, there are people that don't. I would strongly recommend that you check all your seat cushions for change, because come on, you can scrape up $20. How much do you spend on coffee? How much do you spend on lunch each week?
Right. Yeah.
Because
there's something that you can give up for one day.
Yeah.
That we spend $20 on easily.
Right.
To start your own business and change your life.
Yeah. So connect with us, because there's something happening, I believe, Tuesday. And this Tuesday. And if not, we definitely want you to be on the big something that's happening the end of March, or, there might be another little something in between. I'm sure there will be.
Right.
But that's definitely, you definitely want to connect with It Works Gabby Go Green. That's 2 B's, right? Gabby.
Yes.
GABBYGOGREEN, for anybody that doesn't know how to spell Go Green. Now, Shop Local for Good News is on every Monday morning. We were talking about failing forward. I do want to get in at the last minute. I want to reiterate that failure is not final. Okay, these are lessons that we learn. The point that I wanted to make, this morning's show is Gabby and I have been working this community market every Saturday in downtown Clearwater since November. We launched it in November, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. We see the growth. Now, when new vendors come in, they're like, oh, well, they have a different expectation. So when people come in your life and you're offering them an opportunity, you want to, first of all, be very clear with them on, what their expectations are, because you don't want to have them fail too far or feel like they've fallen too far. You want to also make very clear the potential of growth and how their participation will help grow community together, because this is all a team effort, y'all.
Yes, it is.
Shop local
We're here to help everybody, help each and one of those that want to help.
Right.
We're here for you.
Shop Local for Good's mission is to connect small business owners with worthy local nonprofits like Bailey's Way Rescue and Kids Campaign. And I think we have another one coming on board that's filling out a grant application through the Benevolution Foundation and the Benevolution Foundation. So we connect the small business owners with the worthy local, all volunteer managed nonprofits. And then we encourage the supporters of those nonprofits to shop locally for good with you. This is the Shop Local for Good news show. We're on every Monday morning on the Tan Talk Radio Network. We're also live on Facebook Live on Shop Local for Good Facebook page. So follow us there. Thank you, Gabby, for joining us today. We really appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
We're on every Monday morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And we appreciate you coming out every Saturday to 628 Cleveland Street and shopping local for good at the MarketSpace For Good. That's 628 Cleveland Street. We're open Tuesday through Sunday and Suite 11. Have a great week, everybody.